Hi guys, this is Rain, and this will be my first ever uploaded battle on YouTube. I figured that just for the fun of it, I like battling, so I like showing people battles, and this is one of the first ones I had today, so I decided to share it with you guys. This is a battle against DZ33. It is a UU battle, and all right, we'll get on with the battle. So he's gonna lead off with a Slowbro. I'm gonna lead off with my Snorlax. I led off with my Snorlax because I thought he would lead off with Zapdos, predicting my Crobat lead. But, and Snorlax pretty much, Zapdos can't do jack shit to Snorlax, so I didn't even worry about it. He brings in his Registeel. I go for the Crunch just because I don't want, like, Slowbro to do anything stupid to my Snorlax. Not like it matters because I have Rest anyway, but I just wanted to get some damage on Slowbro and see how much Crunch would actually do, how defensive is this Slowbro. And if he has any type of special defense investment at all, I'd know just by the Crunch. Call my Snorlax back and bring in my Hitmontop, seeing if he has any type of, like, just like, Thunder Wave, Iron Head shenanigans that would really hurt my Snorlax. I don't want him to get that on get it onto my Snorlax. But he just goes for the Stealth Rocks. That's fine because my Hitmontop could easily spin him away. And anything any Iron Head Thunder Wave shenanigans won't work because he's already intimidated. So what's that Registeel really gonna do? So I'd go for the Rapid Spin, just get rid of those rocks. I can sit here all day and Rapid Spin, so I don't see what he's gonna really be able to do here. I'm more looking to see if he's a Toxic, because that's going to really affect my Slowbro, but he doesn't. He has his Thunder Wave. So I'm not even worried anymore. I'm not worried about Toxic, so I can easily just go into my Slowbro, which is probably, I think, what I do next turn. Let's see. Come on. And yes, I go out to my Slowbro, and believe he goes for the Stealth Rocks again. And he just wants to get his rocks up, so that makes sense. Here, I know I'm not fearing the Toxic, so that's not a problem. I can safely go for the Scald on this Registeel and trying to get a burn, but he brings in his Darmanitan. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you bringing a Darmanitan on my Slowbro? Like, I can easily, Scald you, and I don't know what you're going to do besides U-turn on me. So, yeah, he just took a whole bunch of damage for no reason. So, this is where I wish I had Stealth Rocks, because that means the Darmanitan isn't coming in anymore, annoying my team. But don't have a choice. I bring my Hitmontop. It's paralyzed, but at least I can get the Intimidate on, and whatever move he decides to go for won't do as much damage. So, pretty sure he just goes for the U-turn here anyway. Whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. He can do whatever he wants. And, yeah, he does go for the U-turn. I resist it, obviously. Being a fighting type. And he goes back, and I'm standing here pretty good. My Hitmontop is a Resto Chesto set, so I'm not worried about it. It's actually an interesting set. It does not contain any fighting moves. It's a Sucker Punching, Rapid Spinning, set. That just is really meant to slightly revenge kill. Oh, and it has Toxic too. Yeah, that's the interesting part. So I do Toxic. I get the Toxic on the Slowbro, which is good because Slowbros are annoying pieces of shit with Regenerator. So you want to get him Toxic, and that was good. And this is a Resto Chesto Hitmontop, so you're gonna see that soon come into play and how useful that is. So I bring in my Snorlax because there's not really Slowbro's gonna do besides burn me with a Scald. Or use that terrible Ice Beam. It's good. But look at this. I get a freeze. Like really, come on, a freeze. Like does that really need to happen? Like probably not. But hey, what can you do? Pokemon happens. So this is one of those games where I'm just gonna be like, if I don't thaw out in one turn, I'm gonna never thaw out. So I'm gonna take a turn to try to get out of this freeze. But if I don't, then not gonna happen. So it's interesting that even though I carry Thick Fat, which resists, gives me resistance to ice moves, still get frozen. So looks like that wasn't thick enough, Snorlax. So anyway, he brings out his own Snorlax. I'm sure he's gonna curse or something. One of those Snorlaxes that is trying to set up. Otherwise, why would he bring in Snorlax to try to take advantage of my Snorlax? So he does curse up, and that's fine because I have tons of Pokemon that can actually deal with the Snorlax, like my Heracross, which I don't know when I'm bringing in, but I'm assuming I'm bringing it in soon. I'm probably still trying to figure out whether I can wake up, because if I do thaw out, I can Whirlwind the Snorlax away. But I'm never going to thaw out, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to come in with my Hitmontop, mainly as Death Fodder and to get Intimidated up, because I just want the Snorlax to be intimidated, and I just want it. I want some of its, I want its attack boost to go away, and I want to threaten it away, making him think that I do have the close combat, but I don't, so hey, sometimes it doesn't work using non-normal movesets like I like doing. So Ghost of Bob Slam just takes me out. It's fine because I just really wanted to get the Intimidate down, and so his Body Slam won't be doing as much. So he's kind of a problem right now because he's pretty good defense at this point in time, and his special defense is pretty good just off how it normally goes, just how Snorlax is pretty good special defensively. So So I bring in my Slowbro, and I'm thinking like, Toxic, maybe he's not the immunity type, maybe. I mean, it was a shot in the dark. You never know what's going to happen. And it's fine because my Slowbro takes crunches like that for days, being very defensive, which is interesting because he has a curse up, but it still sucks, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to go for Scalds here because I'm trying to get a burn on this Snorlax. If I do not get a burn, I'm going to be in some deep shit because I don't know what am I? I'm hoping for a crit close combat with Heracross. That I can't rely on that. And I don't really want to rely on hacks anyway. So he gets a defensive drop, kind of useless because all I could do is slack off. But now I'm gonna have to switch out my Slowbro because I don't want to die, and I'm probably gonna go into either. Let's see, I go into Heracross. Heracross because I resist the crunch, and I know he's gonna go for the crunch, not the body slam. And hopefully I can get some solid damage in on Snorlax with my Heracross. Which is fine. Another defensive drop. What's going to happen? If he goes for body slam anyway, I'm dead. So that defensive drop was pretty pointless. It just means I'm able to get a close combat off with Heracross before I die. So he does go for the body slam here. I go for the close combat. Does a solid, good chunk on Snorlax. Can't lie, it's a good chunk. And yeah, Heracross is probably going to go down to a body slam. Oh, fire punch. He carries the fire punch. It's interesting because in this tier, I don't know who you're using it that much for, but I don't know. I've seen really interesting variants with Snorlax where they carry Pursuit, and they can Pursuit trap like you know, Politoads after like if you baton pass. Like I've seen really weird Snorlax sets, but you know, still trying to get the burn on that Snorlax. It's really important that I do, otherwise I'm gonna run into some trouble with this Snorlax. And I'm still gonna keep going for the burn. He just goes up for Curse. So I guess he just wants to end the game right here. And I do realize that if he keeps cursing up and I don't get a burn, then I can kiss this game goodbye because I'm down 2 pokes. He has 6 Pokemon. I'm down 6-4, and you know, I'm gonna lose but I do get the burn on this turn, and that's really good for me because that means the crunch won't kill, and that means I could slack off and regain all my HP last turn. So basically, all he is just a really bulky Pokemon. And as long as he doesn't carry the rest, then it's pretty easy going for me. I actually don't know whether it carries the rest or not because for the sole purposes I've seen Crunch, Body Slam, Curse. I don't think I've seen his 4th move yet. And if it is the rest, then I am in deep trouble, very deep trouble. But I don't think he has his rest because I feel like if you're using a setup Pokemon, rest just gives me 2 turns to hit you, especially if you're not carrying Sleep Talk. So I don't really feel like he would really run rest on this set. Probably I'd feel maybe Whirlwind. I don't know, but I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know. It just hasn't really done anything else. So he's gonna go down. That Snorlax will go down, which is great. Thank God to that burn. Otherwise I'd be so screwed. And just gonna curse up, I guess, in vain because he's not really getting any damage on this Politoed that matters. Even with all that attack, because he is burned. And I'm gonna finish it off with either Psyshock or Scald because that's what my Slowbro carries. And yeah, Scald will take out that Snorlax, which is good. Alright. So he does bring in the let's see, what would he bring in here? He brings in the Zapdos, obviously threatening my Slowbro. And I'm going to not stay in, because I'd be crazy if I did. I'd go out to my I'm gonna speed this part up because it's taking a while. I'm gonna go up my Snorlax, just hoping I'm gonna freeze out. I know there's nothing Zapdos can do to Snorlax because I'm too bulky, and so essentially he's just gonna keep going. But I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll thaw out. Like, what does it matter? What am I keeping Snorlax here for? Like death fodder? Not really. Like, I just kind of hoped you would thaw out. This would be the best time because he's just gonna stay thunderbolting away, and not really using Snorlax as probably setup fodder as he should. But looking at his team, I really don't know who would be setting up at all. He has a lot of wallish Pokemon, except for Darmanitan. Darmanitan is pretty much gone. Can't really take another hit. And he probably has no setup moves on Darmanitan. It's probably scarfed, looking at his team being Slowbro, Zapdos, Blastoise, Darmanitan, Snorlax, and Registeel. A very wallish team. So he goes for the Heat Wave. That's fine because I have the rest. So this Zapdos actually ends up being a little bit of a problem because he kind of walls a lot of my team, and that hidden powered ice did not do enough for it to matter. So I bring in my Crobat, who's pretty bulky. I rely on my Crobat a lot, and to let myself die, I'm gonna get Toxic on this Zapdos, because I figured that getting Toxic on the Zapdos is more important than my Crobat being alive. So I'm actually, believe it or not, I am down 2 Pokemon to 5 right now. I am in a predicament. Bring in my Slowbro, double switch out to Shaman, just to get, because I calced it and I knew I could live a Thunderbolt. I could live a Thunderbolt after the Stealth Rock damage and the Thunderbolt. So I sleep, get all my health back. So that bait and switch worked perfectly, and I have a Shaman almost at full health, and the Zapdos is dying. So I bring my Shaman back, bring in my Slowbro. I know he's going for the Heat Wave, so my Slowbro takes that like a champ, and Zapdos is going to die. So I'm basically just pulling switches here so the Zapdos will die of Toxic stuff. Otherwise, I would have easily lost this game. So I bring in my Slowbro, Toxic on the Blastoise, and he brings a Dragon Tail, kicks me out to my Shaman. He's I could be risky. I don't want him to hit me with an Ice Beam or anything stupid like that, so I go for the Seed Flare anyway. Even though I probably shouldn't have, but you know, what can you do? What am I gonna predict? Go Earth Power on the Blastoise? I guess. I'd rather see if he stays in being stupid and dies. That's better for me. So he goes for the Seismic Toss with my Slowbro. At this point, I know I lose unless I can get a burn on this Registeel. I actually will not be able to win this game by any means. So I see this and I'm like, oh, I'm in a bit of a trouble. I'm trying to get the burn on this Registeel because all he's doing is Seismic Tossing me. Probably should have got a Thunder Wave off of my Slowbro, seeing as he has it, and that might have, you know, stopped me from still using Regenerator and all that jazz that I like doing with my Slowbro. I have Slack Off as well, so I'm gonna rest here just to get to full health again. Because I'm gonna need all the health I can in this battle, so I don't lose. And I'm gonna keep speeding this up because it's gonna be me stalling a lot, trying to get burns on Registeel. That's essentially all I'm doing right now. And so Registeel, Slowbro, I'm gonna slack off here, living with 5%. that's something. That's something. Thank God he does not have Toxic on this Registeel. This is probably where he's thinking, like, if I had Toxic on this Slowbro, he would have won this battle. He is beating me 4 Pokemon to 2 right now, and I should not have won this battle by any means. But luckily, I get the burn on the Registeel. So I wish I could speed this up faster, but this is as fast as this online player goes. I keep stalling him, slacking off with my Slowbro, and I guess he just calls it back because he doesn't want to take any more damage. And this Blastoise is Toxic, so I'm not even worrying about it. Like, what is this? What is this Blastoise going to do to me? Like, really? So I'm just really using moves more for residual damage. And I bring back in my Shaman. I'm still going to go for the Seed Flare, because if I get the defensive drop, I can keep my, he keeps Blastoise in to just die, because what is he going to do, bring in his Registeel again? Darmanitan, but Slowbro basically walls that, so unless he just goes for the U-turn, does 28% damage, that's how much of a beast Slowbro is. And Slowbro literally is the MVP of this match. Bringing me from losing, from him doubling the amount of Pokemon I have, and my Slowbro is now going to beat the rest of his team. Literally just demolished the rest of his team by stalling him. And there's not a thing he could do. He has 3 Pokemon. He has his own Slowbro, Registeel, and a Darmanitan at very low health. And not one of them could do a thing to the Slowbro. So he finally goes for the Thunder Wave, which is what he probably should have done a long time ago. I don't know why he didn't. Don't ask me. There's definitely no reason for it. And I'm not sure why he didn't do it before. But hey, I mean, I'm not him, so I can't really tell you why. So he keeps going for Seismic Toss, hoping for the Para, so I'll die, but not unlucky for him, it's not going to happen, and his Registeel's going to die. So, yep, that's my Slowbro killing a Registeel, because my Slowbro is a beast. Darmanitan, he's going to go for the U-turn again. Doesn't do anything because my Slowbro's a tank. I could probably go for the Slack Off here just to make sure that I get some health back, and I know what he's going to do. So it's fine. I have the Slowbro, and and his Slowbro is Toxic. So the good thing is I'm glad he paralyzed my Slowbro, because if he burned it or if he Toxic'd it, I would have lost this fight. But since he somewhat, for some crazy reason, paralyzed it, I guess he doesn't have he might have had Toxic on his Slowbro. I'm not sure what kind of Slowbro he's using. But his Slowbro dies, and he has last Pokemon Darmanitan, who cannot kill me with the U-turn, and I kill him with a Scald. So great game, DZ33, and you know, I hope you guys really enjoyed this battle, and I hope to post more in the future. So I guess I'll see you guys later. This is Rain signing out. Bye.